In this video, I'm going to show you how to score a standards-based assessment. So I've created my assessment. It's my exit ticket 5. And this is my assignments list. I want to point out that if I try to do this in the score sheet, I'm going to run into a little bit of a problem. Again, let's sort my assignments by most recent. Here's my exit ticket. And I only have one block to put my score here. If I click on that, you'll see this is the points value for that assignment. And that's not really what I want to do with my standards-based assignments. I want to click on it. And this is what I want. I want to view it in the assignment list view, because this is going to let me assess my standards. So when I can look at the show more, and this is going to show me my grade scale that I'm using for this assignment. I can see that it does have a point value, and we're scoring it out of 10, but again, we're not going to really focus on that because that's not going to be on the report card or the progress report. It will show up in the parent portal, but really the focus is going to be on the standards and assessing the standards. So if I were to hover over a standard number, it's going to give me the full text of the standard. These are my third grade fraction standards. And I'm assessing all three of these in this one particular assessment. So what I can do here is I can assess this particular standard, and I can say this one's a 3. Maybe this standard, which is understand a fraction as a number on the number line, let's call that a 3.5. That one's a little more basic. And then this one, use models to show and explain equivalent fractions. This one's a little harder. Let's say our student gets it. Whoops, I did not move my cursor. Let's say our student gets a 2 on that one. Okay. Now overall, when I'm looking at this and I'm trying to score it, it becomes a challenge. So I'll show you a way that you can do that later. I'm going to go down here. Let's say all of my students got a 3 on this one. I can fill, just like I did with my traditional scores. And if this student happened to get 3s across the board, I can fill across. So there we go. We filled in all of our scores. In my standards grading, in my score inspector, I have the same options again. I've got this missing, collected, late, absent. Notice on a standard score, though, I can't put a comment. Not on a standard score. Okay. I've got my special codes, so this is where I would put my 4. And we've hidden the 4 away a little bit in this special codes, because you'll recall that a 4 in standards-based grading really should be quite unique, quite rare. This says that they're doing something above the grade level standard. Okay, now check this out. We have filled across, and we've put a 3 into this box. But this is kind of a problem because this score is now a 3 out of 10. Okay, let's save that. That comes out as a 30%. That is not at all equivalent. So here's a way that we might want to fix that. Okay. Notice, by the way, that I can put a comment on this. I can put an assignment comment on this, and these will show up in the parent portal for parents. Assignment comments don't show up in the progress report or on the report cards for individual assignments. So here's what I might do instead. I'm going to edit this assignment. And if I have something that's purely a standards-based assignment and I know I'm going to be using the autofill, I might want to change this to a letter grade. Let me show you what that does. Well, that auto-calculated, so that's not exactly what I want. I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to do my fill again. Now that 3 really is much more like the 3 that is over here in my standards grades. This is still a letter grade, right? It's still kind of calculating, but at least it is a little bit closer to what I intend, okay? Okay, I'm going to go up here. This one, again, is 10 points, but now at least we're using a letter grade. Okay, and if this student got a 3, a 3.5, and a 2, I might call this score a 3. Again, remembering that these letter grades are really not the focus of standards-based grading. They're not going to be on the report card. Mostly, we're going to see these grades here. Okay, and that's how you would score a standards-based assessment in PowerTeacher Pro.